something so beautiful, so pristine, so clean when it snows. And nothing goes better with the snow than watches with white dials. So today, in this beautiful snowy day, I am enjoying my new Rolex Milgauss white dial. Discontinued, and for a while not the most popular Rolex watch, but I assure you its beauty is just perfect. Enjoy that piece. I love it. I have a blue Milgauss, but this one speaks to me. Am I right? Don't you think the snow and white dials just go perfect together? Oh man, I wish I have a snowflake right now. Take care.
Paint the sky your favorite color. Your favorite color. Paint the sky. Paint the sky.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming back to Clooney Watches. Clooney is back in his regular environment, in his cave, and he's talking about his favorite brand, Rolex. And today specifically, as you have seen from introduction, we're talking about Rolex Milgauss, a very unique timepiece from Rolex line. If we want to sum it down to one simple term, what is main characteristic of this watch, it is high anti-magnetic abilities. But it has a following for many other reasons. Some people are not big fan of the Cyclops in the Rolex lines, and this watch offers them non-Cyclop look. Some people find Rolex somehow a little bit boring. This watch is definitely not boring. It has its quirky second hand. It has its unique look, and it certainly attracts a great following as a result of it. Personally, I'm a big fan. I have a blue Milgauss and I have a just recently purchased white Milgauss. So why don't we go to Clooney studio and take a closer look at Rolex Milgauss? Let's go. Welcome to Clooney Watches Studio, and here we are with the Rolex Milgauss white dial. I like to call this one my Rolex Monster, and we're joined also by great scientist, great Sir Isaac Newton, one of my two favorite scientists. The first one would be Nikola Tesla, and the second one is exactly Sir Isaac Newton. Why scientist? Well, there is a definitely connection between Rolex Milgauss and science. Rolex has created a watch for many exciting professions and activities, such as for pilots, for divers, for sailors. Not wanting to have any profession left out, Rolex introduced the Rolex Milgauss in 1957, making it specifically for scientists. During the 50s, there was this excitement about significant increase in government funding in science, in public support for scientific projects, partially probably driven by role that science played in ending with the World War II. Also, that was a time when it was a start to going for the push for the space exploration. So science became popular, and Rolex decided to take advantage of the science growing popularity, create a luxury watch specifically for those working in science-related fields. So ultimately what makes this watch so unique and special is ability to withstand magnetic fields for up to 1000 Gauss. What makes this beautiful piece so special to me, in addition to this anti-magnetic abilities, is this beautiful dial, this beautiful popping orange on indices, and such a nicely balanced and clean and crisp look with that very unique bolt, orange bolt second hand. Yeah, it is a little bit thicker, as you can see, because of the Faraday cage, but it's okay. I think it sits very nicely on the wrist. Obviously, like most of these Rolex watches, it's a 40 millimeter. The movement is the traditional 31-31. Nothing wrong with that. It is obviously the 904L stainless steel. These Milgauss watches do not come in a precious metal. They are all stainless steel timepieces. I think if you're looking at the actual bracelet, you can notice that this is not entry-level timepiece for a Rolex. In 2007, Rolex actually introduced a new version of the Rolex Milgauss, and those were the three versions: one with the white dial, like this one white, one black dial, and one black dial and a green tinted sapphire crystal. Production of the Milgauss originally ended in 1988. This new issue Milgauss was featuring parachrome blue hairspring and the Faraday cage. Together, this was a movement very resistant to magnetic waves. The new hairspring and the escape when it's made of amorphous nickel phosphor offer a last bit of a protection. The latest Rolex Milgauss model was one of the small number of Rolex watches to feature this hairspring. And another thing about this model, it's just kind of continuing this great reputation that Rolex has of innovation and unique timepieces. As we all know, Rolex was the first brand to introduce a watch with a waterproof case, created the first watch to have a day and date turn automatically, change automatically, and was the first watchmaker to earn a chronometer certification. This Rolex Milgauss continues this tradition, besides being beautiful with this white dial and this beautiful second hand. This tradition of excellence with innovation, Milgauss contributes with its orange lightning bolt second hand, parachrome blue hairspring, and its amazing ability to resist the magnetic waves. Rolex watches, besides they're beautiful, what I like about them, they have their function, they have their robustness, they are useful. Yet they're still elegantly designed and masterfully crafted. And Rolex watches, specifically in this case Rolex Milgauss, are truly one of a kind. No wonder they are so admired by so many. I think when it comes to Rolex Milgauss, it can actually serve as a dress piece. It's also very sporty, so it's a very flexible watch. It's not a watch that is unique in its role, but it is an instrument watch, and it is a watch loved by those who are in science. Also, musicians are big on it because they use these big speakers, and these anti-magnetic abilities are important to them. But anyway, so much from Bear Clooney Watch Studio. I hope you enjoyed this closer look of Rolex Milgauss and our little talk about the Milgauss line itself. I think it's unique, I think it's beautiful, and I think you might consider it. Anyway, take care. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed sharing my watch and my time with you. So hopefully we'll see you again very soon. If you like this video, please remember to click on like. If you did not subscribe, maybe you will consider doing it. Anyway, thank you again and see you very soon.